Boa brings wrestling here with another exclusive pro wrestling news. In today's headlines, WWE star says, and I quote, "I will not tolerate this anymore" after being name dropped on Raw. And then this came few hours ago. Temple, Texas police is searching for a man wearing a WWE championship belt in an armed robbery. There is a report that Triple H's stance on CM Punk returning to WWE has changed. Join me to find out the details of these headlines. Let's start with WWE star says, "I will not tolerate this anymore" after being name dropped on Raw. Dana Brooks sent out an interesting tweet following this week's episode of Monday Night Raw that saw United States champion Seth Rollins be on commentary for when Austin Theory defeated Mustafa Ali. During the match, Rollins was asked about Theory possibly cashing in Money in the Bank contract on him. Rollins stated that Theory has a better chance cashing in on Dana Brooke. Now, a wrestling reporter named Sportskida tweeted it, and then Dana Brooke saw it. She didn't like it at all. And so she replied with, "Talk is cheap. I work my ass off every single day and I will not tolerate this anymore. I can promise you I'm the hardest working woman around. Never have I taken off work, always worked through injuries, proved multiple times I can fit any position given and do it with a smile." Unquote. Now this fan on Twitter wouldn't have any of a bragging rights, so he replied with, and I quote, "And yet you are where you are." Brooke saw the reply and didn't find it tasteful at all, so she had to retaliate, and then she replied with, "Working my ass off every day, staying ready. Where are you? Hiding behind keyboard. Walk a mile in my shoes, you wouldn't last 10 steps. Ouch. That was cold." She really seemed pissed off about this whole thing, really. When you look at it from the fan's perspective, he's right though, because we all know the 24/7 championship is a comedy belt that was used to entertain fans on the main roster, and now it's been relegated to house shows and main event tap-ins. So he kind of has a point, but Dana isn't having any of the fans or sets BS. Brooke hasn't been used on Monday Night Raw since August 15. That was when she lost to Dakota Kai in a singles match. Since then, she has been working main event tap-ins and house shows only. To the next story, Temple, Texas police is searching for a man wearing a WWE championship belt in an armed robbery. Now, over the years, WWE has sent out title belts to sports teams for winning championships as a way to get publicity for their brand. WWE got some unwanted attention this week from a suspected armed robber. Police in Temple, Texas are looking for an armed robbery suspect who was wearing a replica of WWE title belt. The man is seen on security footage wearing a blue long sleeve Nike shirt, glasses, no shoes, and upside down replica WWE title belt. The robbery happened at a store on Tuesday at around 9:49 p.m. according to Temple Police and KWTX. The man displayed a gun and demanded money before fleeing on foot with an undisclosed amount of cash. There is something I don't understand though. Why would you wear a WWE title belt during an armed robbery? I don't get it. I mean, look at him. Is this supposed to be part of the disguise or something? Anyway, the suspect is described as a black man wearing a blue long sleeve Nike shirt, WWE championship belt, glasses, and no shoes, as I said earlier. But thankfully, no injuries were reported, because to be injured or killed after being robbed is actually very bad. So yeah, Temple Police are asking people with information to call them or the Bell County Crime Stoppers. So anyone with information should contact Temple Police Department at the number on your screen or the Bell County Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen. Your call is going to be anonymous, so you don't need to worry about it. Now on to the last story for today. There are reports that Triple H's stance on CM Punk returning to WWE has changed. There is a lot of speculation about CM Punk's future in the wrestling business following the uncertainty about what's next for the top star. As previously reported, AEW is in talks with Punk about buying out his contract, and the only hang-up in making this happen is the non-compete period of the deal. The belief is that Since AEW wants a non-compete clause in the buyout, they believe WWE could be interested in bringing Punk back, as no other promotion would be able to afford what Punk was making in AEW. Before AEW signed Punk, Fox was actually the one who pushed for WWE to talk with Punk, as he previously worked on WWE Backstage on FS1. Those in WWE believed Vince McMahon wouldn't have brought Punk back, especially after that AEW All Out brawl, if he was still in charge. Now, WrestleVotes, which has broken stories on Twitter for years, said to Luis Dango of Give Me Sports that shortly after Triple H took over in July, he was told that Triple H wanted nothing to do with CM Punk. But that seemed to have changed as Triple H stance on Punk returning has softened a little bit. He said, and I quote, "I did ask over the last couple of days, and it has softened a little bit from what I understand. I still think there was animosity. I still think there's a lot of pieces that need to be picked up between the two of them specifically. But Hunter learned from Vince McMahon, and Vince made amends with everybody." WrestleVotes added that the door is not closed on Punk returning to WWE. If you ask me, I would say Punk is a bad investment at this point. With his age and with his work ethics, he's definitely going to be a problem for Triple H. We all know Triple H is earning a lot of praise for his work since taking over, but if he adds CM Punk to that equation, he's going to regret it. I mean, the guy has a bad record with almost every company he has worked with, including WWE itself. And you want to bring such a guy back? For what? That aside, he is also too injury prone now, so he won't be worth the investment. And then Ric Flair has also shared his thoughts on CM Punk's time in WWE. You see, on the latest To Be The Man podcast, Ric Flair talked about some current wrestling topics before moving on to the main subject, that was Bret Hart. Flair was asked if you could see CM Punk return to WWE. This is what he said: "In this day and age, I can see anything. I mean, that was very heated. I wasn't there during all that. As I've said before, I only know him to say hi. But that lawsuit with the doctor and all that, I don't know how the guys would handle that. I don't think he was a candidate for Wrestler of the Year when he was there. I think he thought he was better than John Cena, which is absolutely not the truth as far as being the face of the company. I've heard the remark that he should have been John Cena, and in my opinion, that wouldn't fly." So this is Ric Flair's thoughts on CM Punk's time in WWE. And now, he's also had a problem with AEW. I mean, the guy is just trouble. Triple H should just keep him away. That's what I think though, honestly. I think he'll become another menace to the company if he joins. That's what I think though. So that's it for today, guys. See you another time.